Glad to have you with us from the Sun Bowl in the West Texas town of El Paso. It's the Troy Trojans and the UTEP Miners. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Road with the latest on the weather.
Catching up with the UTEP head coach before the game, one thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great...
And the Miners ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Fielded in the end zone, it's White. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Trojans offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And here comes the junior running back. They want him to take care of the ball, do the dirty work, be good in pass pro, and make plays when he has a chance.
Well, he's a very special talent at running back, and in the future, it'll be interesting to see if he sticks around. Obviously, it's a long season, a long way to go. He's got a lot of ability. He's got speed, he can break tackles, he can catch the football. No question this year, this guy is going to be the whole key to the offense.
He is, and I tell you what, to watch in this matchup where they're kind of outmatched at most positions, how can he still make an impact on this game? Making guys miss, like doing it by himself, or can his offensive line pave the way a little bit and maybe be neutral to get him some of those...
Got it down the field. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Big play on the catch. It'll be enough to move the change, but there is a man still down on the field. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Crowder. Got his man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Makes the catch. It's Lott. Hard-hitting tackle. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Dortch. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. Lost to throw again. Makes the grab on the left. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Running the option, it's Crowder. Could be an alley. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Really nice job to move the ball on the ground like that in the big game, but we will need to check on an injured player. And the Trojans back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Completes it in the middle. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size. Still got him on the turf. He'll try to get to the marker himself. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The Trojans kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. A first down run in the red zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Troy.
And that's a great job finishing the drive. But, man, I got to go back. I love the fourth down call. Being aggressive. First drive of the football game for this offense. They set a tone. They cap it off. They create momentum to start.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Looking for blockers. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. So the UTEP Miners offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And David, they've got a guy outside that has a lot of potential, but he has to prove that he can be a go-to guy.
No, 100%. They are going to have to depend on him to make plays, to consistently catch the football, to make those one-on-one matchups, make the defense really pay when they choose to do that. I think he's the guy that can do that in spurts, Jesse.
Yeah, he doesn't terrify this defense. We know that, having talked to the defensive staff going into this game, but they have seen him flash before on film. They know he has the ability to make the wow play. For them to win this game, though, you get the sense he's going to have to make a few of those for this offense.
Picked off, a turnover in their own end. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go over the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Crowder. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Pulls and fired complete. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. They'll move the tight end. He'll keep it himself. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Touchdown Trojans! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And he's in for his 2nd touchdown, man. He knows what to do when he gets down here. He knows how to get in the end zone, and I love when you can run the football as you get closer to that goal line. Be the more physical team, and they're doing just that.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone. It's Ferguson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thomas.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Looking to throw, it's Colson. Under fire. And they got it. It was once said that greed is good, but that quarterback got a little too greedy, and it was not good.
No, it wasn't good, but if we got rid of the football just a second earlier and not taking the sack, not gotten the negative play, I think it would have been just fine. I don't mind the aggressive play nature to try to throw it and try to take a shot because I know the defense is going to be aggressive on 3rd and short.
The Miners will send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. First play of the drive comes from the 41. The run inside. It's Lovett. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. So now it's 2nd and long. Finds his man. It's Worley. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. On the ground, it's Lovett. Got a little grass. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He's got it again. They stop him in his tracks, and they'll head to the other side of the field. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is their senior defensive end, and they can ill afford to lose him for a long period of time. Holly Rowe will check in on his condition. We've come to the end of the period. It's Troy holding the lead. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration. The kick is on its way. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Looking for a man, it's Colson. Complete on the left to Smith.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Miners will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Running inside, it's Griffin. Man, just when you think you've seen every move, he's got another one, and he's out to the 40. They'll line up for a second down play. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now the play fake. Fires to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. 3rd and 4. From the gun, wants to pass. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Now, after the sack, there is a man still down. So as they take a look at the injured player, we will take a timeout. The Trojans will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jones. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27. Let's see what they've got on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Miners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Looking to throw, it's Colson. Under fire. Gets it to the back. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Short completion on first down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Got it, looking for a first. The Trojans decide to use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Miners will line up to punt it away. The kick is high and away and headed toward the sideline. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. If you want to look on the bright side, at least you can pile up a bunch of yards if you can move the ball, because it is a long way to the end zone. Makes the grab and room to run. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Trojans headed quickly to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Let's not complicate this. My man is better than your man. Find your matchups and go get them.
Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Looking to throw, it's Crowder. Fires left. Got his man. Runs through a man, and he might have space. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. The Trojans peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. 4 receivers set, 2 on each side on 2nd and 8.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. And the Trojans go back to work after moving the chains through the air.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Set up for the first down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Find some time. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And a nice pickup on the run, and gets down to avoid contact. Goes to the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Before they snap the ball on 2nd down, timeout is called. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. This is a big moment for this offense. You keep the ball this long, you have to finish the deal. 3rd and goal. Here's the pressure. And down he goes.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
So now on 4th down, they'll try to salvage a 3 and just get points before halftime. Right down the boulevard. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 13 team, the Tennessee Volunteers. And it's the Buckeyes looking to make it 5 straight wins, and they do that. They essentially lock down a postseason spot, although I think their goals are far bigger than just that. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC. Now over to your game inside the Sun Bowl. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at one of the most picturesque settings in the game, Sun Bowl Stadium.
The Trojans will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Miners offense all set and ready to start the drive. After giving up that score, turning it on! Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Rides to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Trying play action. Sends it downfield. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Miners line up to punt it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And the returner will be brought down. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. The run inside. It's Lovett.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. And the Trojans are in the hurry-up.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Makes the grab. It's Lott.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
Made the grab and's got plenty for the first down, but we do have a man slow to get up. The Trojans are marching down the field. Using his legs, it's Lovett. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass, it's Crowder. Bringing the heat. They get to him as he throws. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
And it's really nice to be a quarterback and to never get touched in practice, never get hit. But when you get in the games and you see hits like that, when he's hit as he's throwing the football and the courage to stand in there, that's really impressive.
Pocket breaking down. And it's a sack.
Man, how about this? It's a strong safety who spins down in the box all the time and usually plays run. You can tell, saw pass, diagnosed it, and went and got the quarterback on the ground.
They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. Gets the back moving. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Takes the easy completion. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Got to pick up a few to move the sticks here on 3rd down from their own 20. Got enough space. Touchdown, Troy. And the route is on. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and the score came on an impressive run from the 20. Let's see what he can do with the return. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The UTEP offense headed out to the field to start this drive. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. Back to throw, it's Colson. Fakes to grab. He stopped just short of the 25 at the 24-yard line, but it will be a first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Backed up now, here's second and long. That's caught, it's Thomas. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
He'll do it himself. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Running inside, it's Lovett. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. And the Trojans trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Trojans.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he puts through the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jones. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Bunch formation for these receivers. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to pass. It's Colson. Makes the grab on the shuffle. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And the punt will go into the end zone, and the ball comes out to the 20 on the touchback. Always great to build momentum with an early season victory. Let's take a look at what's in store coming up next week. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Caught over the middle. It's Randolph. And they pick up just a few on that completion. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Working that left side now. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So they'll decline the pass interference penalty, and the results of the play will stand. Handoff from the gun. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. 4 wideouts set 2 by 2 on 2nd and 5. They'll go right back to him. Push down for the tackle. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Trojans pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They wrestle him down after a pickup of 11 yards on the play, and we've reached a 2-minute timeout. And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. The run from the shotgun.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And here comes the field goal team. Salt, meet open wound. And they didn't need the extra points, but maybe just a chance to stick it to them right here a little bit at the end. Well, some might think this head coach has a tough locker room speech after this one. I would suggest that he starts with, "That's just bad."
Bad. Or, as Reese Davis would say, ungood. Just very ungood performance. Flush this one down the toilet. Move on. It's not your best day. You lost in ugly fashion, to be honest, but better days ahead.
And I think a lot of this has to come on the shoulders of the players. They need to be able to realize they just didn't do enough. So they've got to turn the page. They've got to go back to work.